decided that I am going to kill, hey, Havel. I'm not even gonna go spend souls because there's a possibility we might die. And, you know, like, I'm not gonna go sell stuff to Framped and upgrade the axe one more time. I mean, it's already stronger than what we had, so it should be fine. We were pretty close. But besides that, oops, didn't mean to press that. I hit it against my leg. But it doesn't matter, because we're not gonna die anyway. I have decided that we're going to win. I've convinced myself of it. We're just gonna beat him, and it'll be easy. And that's just what's gonna happen. I've convinced myself of it. Hopefully, I've convinced the world of it, because that's what's gonna happen. I know it is. We're just gonna go in there. You know, you just run behind him. You hit him with the axe. You do that like 5 times, and then he's dead. It'll be no problem. That's what I'm convincing myself of. And then he's gonna drop something amazing, and it's all gonna be worth it, and we're gonna be real happy about it, and we'll beat the game in like 2 episodes. Maybe not that last part. That's actually something I wanted to mention was, well, for one, sorry I didn't get an episode out 2 days ago, you know, like when it would have normally been scheduled. I was just busy. I mean, technically speaking, I never promised that I was getting these out every other day, you know. I only sort of put on my profile that I'm putting out something every day. You know, I did put out something, but still, I mean, I've been doing this every other day for a while now, so I meant to put something out, but I just couldn't. I was busy, didn't have time. Kind of scheduled things badly to where I usually record stuff in like after I eat dinner, you know, sort of like in the afternoon, and I happened to have something to do then, so like I spent most of the day not really, you know, just not recording anything, just doing other stuff. And then when the afternoon came along, it's like, oh, I actually have something to do now, and I have no time left, so like, oh, okay, great. And then like I had to do something early the next morning, so it's not like I could stay up, and it was like, you know, it was just easier to say like, oh, all right, we'll skip one, it's not a big deal. Anyway, let's fucking destroy this guy. Yeah, but what I was saying is, also, it's not looking great, our chances to beat the game, and I don't mean that we're doing badly, because, I mean, I don't think we're doing that badly, honestly. I mean, Havel's given us some troubles recently, but now we're fucking kicking his ass. But also, just, like, we have a lot of weapons, so I don't think this would end anytime soon, but that's kind of the problem. Oh. He didn't hit me, it was just a little shockwave. I hate it when he's right in the middle. When he's off to the side, it's good. It's kind of a fight with the camera sometimes. Okay, wait, good. Havel. Alright. Okay, wait, here we go. Sorry, I was trying to talk about something, but then it's like, I need to focus on Havel. But, yeah, let's just get a free hit on him like that. Well, don't be. Okay. So, I'm just silent now, but this is very close again, and I don't want to fuck this up. Okay, come on. That's it, right? That's it? Yes! Okay, what do we get? Watch. It's gonna be something fucking amazing. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. It's a large ember. Yes! Oh, that is so good. That is so good. That's all I had to do. I just had to convince the world of my conviction. I was ready to do it. And there's nothing it could do to stop me. It had to give me the large ember. Because that's what I wanted. That was what my heart longed for. It just couldn't stop me. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. Getting the large... Oh. That is perfect. Yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, so yeah, we're getting pretty darn... I went the wrong way again. Pretty darn close to me leaving. Like 9 days away, 8 days away. Pretty close. And, I don't think we're, you know, if we do one of these every other day, that means we have like, what, 3, 4 more of these before I leave? Do I think I will win in that amount of time? No. Do I think I'll die in that amount of time? Like as in, like, for good? You know, run out of stuff. Also, no. Do I think I can, really bunker down and record enough to where one of those 2 things would happen? Also, no. Because when I have time to record, I'm recording CK2 stuff, because I'm already, dedicated to recording that ahead of time. partially because it's the most popular thing. I mean, that's true. This is the least popular, so that plays some part in it. But also because it's much easier to record ahead of time. This the feedback and stuff is pretty sweet. So like I wasn't really planning on recording it ahead of time like I have been with CK2, but like it's sort of now it's just sort of I've realized like, oh, we're like out of time and maybe I should have been recording ahead of time. What I'm saying is if we might end up sort of having just a 3-month hiatus, and I know that sucks. that would suck right in the middle of it. In fact, when we get back, I mean, it's going to be so long, I might even just start a new one or something. But, like, maybe not. It's tough. I don't know. We'll see. Basically, what I'm saying, though, is, yeah, that might happen. We're probably not going to finish this. That sucks. We'll get as far as we can. We'll try and do more, but do we want to upgrade the battle axe? I think that's just a resounding yes. Yes, we do. We want to, yes. Using large does this guy sell large titanite shards? He doesn't. Does anyone? I think someone might, but not him. Okay, yeah, that's not something I had considered. The fact that I was thinking like once we got the large ember, we'd be able to upgrade our weapons to +10 anytime we lost a weapon. But in fact, that is not necessarily true because we're gonna run out of large titanite shards pretty quick. We can upgrade our battle axe to a +10 though, and I think we want to do that. Yeah, I think we definitely want to do that. Actually only up to a +9, but that's fine. That's, I mean, it's still really good. If we get some more armor with it, and maybe we grab a Ring of Sacrifice. I mean, we need to go over that way anyway to sell some souls to Frampt, because I think we have... I remember we wanted to do that. We don't actually seem to have a whole lot, though. What was I planning on selling? I know I was going to sell something, but what? Was I just planning on selling some humanity? Maybe. Probably, maybe. Yeah. So I'll probably do that and then buy a Ring of Sacrifice to take advantage of our fucking great axe we have going on right now. I think so. Let's try and get some armor. Something heavy. What do we have the most of? Helmets, it seems like. So let's get a really heavy helmet. Guardian helm. And we have a shield. Let's just do that. How much? This is all just, right, you know, like temporary. If I equip this two-hand, how much damage does it actually do? 286 versus 257. I mean, 257 is pretty fucking good, so I'm fine with that. Can we still fast roll? Yes, we can. 14.7 out of... We probably have not enough for, like, anything. Maybe these? Yeah. Okay, well, let's try something heavier. How about these? No. Okay, so yeah, a 0.7 is like the most we could do. Or a 0.6. Yeah, because that brings it... I think we can go up to like 15.5 or something. I don't want to do the math again. I don't care enough. Do we look stylish? Mildly so. I mean, it looks okay. It's not like the gauntlets don't really go with anything else. I mean, they're pretty girly too. It's fucking... You're wearing lace, brother. What are you doing? But nice helmet. I mean, the helmet looks good. It's just, I mean, if you're not looking right at them, they actually look kind of like iron or something. So like it kind of looks cool. But then when you really stop and look at it, it's like, oh no, that's kind of gay, man. I don't know what you're doing there. But whatever. I need to remember that I have a shield now. That's actually something to, like, I should have that up a lot. I should be taking advantage of it. I just need to remember it because we haven't been using it for so long. We haven't been using, you know, a shield at all for so long that I am liable to forget. We'll kill these guys now. Might as well. We could use the souls. They're right in the way. It'll be a good way to get used to our battle axe. See how much damage it does comparatively. You know, like there's the number, but the number doesn't tell you that much, really. Okay, I shouldn't have. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do either, though. Woo, one hit. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like. The number doesn't necessarily tell you anything, but what does tell you is how many hits guys you've already fought, how many hits it takes to kill them. One hit, that tells me a lot. I mean, that tells me I have really fucking upgraded shit. Like, that is amazing. That is really good. Let's get a healing. Yeah, I mean, now I'm feeling pretty great. That's going to increase our chances a lot, I think. As long as we don't lose it, which is still a very big possibility. If we lose it, we get back to the problem of not having a large Titanite shard. Probably after this episode, I'll look up where you can get those. Because I think you can buy them somewhere. Maybe the skeleton guy sells them, which is a hassle, but it wouldn't be the end of the world, I suppose. Although that would... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I shouldn't worry about it too much because, you know, in like random item runs that people do, I'm pretty sure... I never watched through like a full one. Maybe I should have. But I'm sure they use a lot of weapons that aren't upgraded all the way. Or like not even close. You know, not even upgraded as much as my axe is right now. So probably it's, you know, it's doable. Something we could get away with. Just, you know, whittling away at enemies or whatever. Alright. Let me feed you... Yeah, what is... See, yeah, Twin Humanities might be the thing we want to... Just a couple of those would get us enough. It would give us enough... We could even level up if we gave them enough of them. I just scrolled up through all that, and I didn't even really look at the prices of any of them. I almost want to sell one of these. I'm gonna sell one of these. I know, it's crazy, but, like, we've got to. I've never actually used one, because I've just mostly avoided getting cursed. Do we want to sell all these? I think we want to sell all these. I don't need them. I'd much rather have the souls. Honestly. None of these are really worth anything. Ooh. Still think it's worth hanging on to, honestly, but that's interesting. These are all worth 100? Oh, wait. There's some worth less? 1. Okay. And... yeah, we'll keep those. 14, that should be enough to... No, it probably won't be. Can I actually see how much to level up here? I wish it told you. That'd be nice. I don't think it'll be enough to get the ring and level up, which actually is pretty inconvenient because that means we're going to be running around with a bunch of souls. But fine. I guess next we're going to Sen's Fortress, which is something I should have thought of before equipping all this stuff, because actually... Yeah, that's pretty bad. Sen's Fortress is exactly the kind of place that makes sense to just run through. Like, it is probably the best place in the game for just, fuck these enemies, let's just get through this and leave. As much as as far as I can remember, it seems like that would be the best. Like, you're gonna fall off stuff anyway, you're probably gonna, you know, die from, like, instant kills like that, boulders and stuff, if you're not careful, so, like, just run through it. And, yeah, it's too late now, though, so I guess we won't be doing that. I'm afraid one's going to come up behind me, because one did fall down. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did want to mention, because we were talking about animation last time. And, like, I know that the I mean, someone probably would have commented this. There's more than, like, 20 people watching this. I know that there's, like, animation for, like, someone followed me? No, it's just that weird, the footstep timing. I know there's, you know, like, yeah, okay, the United States does some animation, right? But it's all for kids, and it's all, like, really episodic usually, and, like, the stuff that isn't episodic is usually just bad. For instance, Steven Universe, which, why am I going up here? I might just buy 2 of these. I don't even know how much are left, though. Yeah, I'll get back to Steven Universe in a second. Purchase 1. Purchase another. There's still another one there. We've got to be coming pretty close to running out of those. Let's equip one, though. What if we just equip... Would it let you equip 2 at the same time? Or would it tell you, like, hey, are you fucking dumb? Anyway, yeah. Steven Universe, I had a weird experience with it. Because, I mean, like, some people really like it. I do not. I first even heard about it. I actually have a friend who really likes it, and I think he's nuts. But, although, just bear with me a second. So, like, I was introduced by it, to it by like a video bashing on it, which was very well made. It was by ER, who's like a YouTube idol of mine as far as like inspiration for videos. I mean, obviously not this. he doesn't play video games, right? I mean, he probably does play video games, but he doesn't record them. Nothing like that. But like my videos, like my edited stuff, definitely a big inspiration. He made a video about Steven Universe, bashing on it. Really good video. All his points made a lot of sense too. Like as far, you know, it seemed like an absolutely terrible show. But it seemed like it could be the kind of terrible that's actually entertaining. So I gave it a shot. I was like, hey, I'll watch a couple episodes with some friends and see what's up. And it was the weirdest fucking experience because, you know, I expected, when you watch a show, you expect one of two things usually. You expect it to either be good or you expect it to be bad, right? I mean, and it was bad. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not trying to say I was blown away and it was actually good. No, it was bad, but it like wasn't unwatchable and it wasn't like terribly bad, and it was just okay. So like we watched it and we watched a few episodes and it was like being in a fucking trance. Like it was the weirdest thing I have ever watched because you've got this weird, and no one else has ever said this about it, which is the weirdest thing. It's like I had just like a freak experience with it. That guy teleported back. And like no one else has ever mentioned this. But it's like I was just in like a weird hellish dreamscape of like just nonsense, and like with the very light music in the background, the piano stuff, and just none of the story makes any sense. None of the jokes are funny. All the characters feel so fucking unreal that like the whole thing just seems like a bad dream, like a fever dream, but not like a, you know, bright colors, interesting fever dream, but like just a like brain dead nonsense. But that's not even the best way to describe it. Just like it was like a dream. Like it really did feel like I was just asleep watching it, and this was like something, you know, happening in my mind that I'd wake up and just think, oh, that was strange, but like it was happening in front of my eyes. And I've never seen a show that's done that to me before. And like, don't get me wrong, it was bad. I mean, it was a bad show, and that's part of the reason it did it, was because like how unreal the characters were and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. I really don't want to die here. Okay, oh, yeah. Good. Perfect. Yeah, and it was just the weirdest thing, and it got to the point where, like, we watched a few episodes, and we all agreed, like, yeah, that was terrible. But then I was like, at least one of my, I don't remember, I watched with two of my friends, and I remember one of them, the guy who's probably going to watch this, he just did not like it, and he was just done with it. But how I felt, and I think maybe my other friend, but I don't actually remember his feelings on it because he doesn't actually talk a whole lot. But I at least was thinking, you know, like I hate it, but I want to watch more. Like it is one of the most engrossing, but like not in a good way. Like it's not so bad it's good. It's not good, and it's definitely bad. I mean, it is just bad, but it's just so strange. I mean, it's the weirdest atmosphere you get from this thing. Like, I could see myself watching more of it. I never did, which should tell you something. But, like, whenever I was with my friends, sometimes I would say, like, hey, we should watch another episode of Steven Universe. That was pretty fucking, like, wild. Like, we should watch some more. That'd be pretty fun. And it never happens because they're, you know, that one friend who actually speaks is like, no, that was, you know, an atrocity. I don't want to put myself through that again. It's like, yeah, I suppose I don't blame you, but like I kind of want to watch it. And people say that the beginning episodes are the worst. I mean, that's what my friend told me, the one who like actually likes it. We didn't watch it with him. We didn't even know he'd ever heard of it or anything. But knowing the kind of guy he is, like I'm not surprised he liked it. But and I'm not saying because of the weird dream thing either, because I think I mentioned that to him. I don't remember actually. I should if I haven't, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to him and he did not understand what I was talking about. Like he did not get that experience. So I don't know. But what I heard from him and what I hear in general is that people say the first few episodes are pretty bad. Like the first 40 even. Oh, shit. So, I don't... But, like... It's true. I mean, the couple of episodes I saw were bad, so maybe it gets better or something. I haven't really given it a shot. But, like, am I willing to put through 40 fucking episodes to watch it? But the thing is, like, maybe, because... But that's the thing. People say it's good after the 40 episodes, but they clearly have different opinions than me about what's good and bad, because, like, I've seen clips and stuff from the episodes after that, and it doesn't seem good to me. But besides that, can we actually make it up here if we run right? Well, if we don't do that... like, I've seen clips from later episodes, and it doesn't seem good. So, like, I kind of doubt that it's good. And also, no one ever mentions the whole fucking craziness in the beginning, so I think... Okay, we made it, we made it. I don't know, I don't really trust people's opinion that say it gets better later. But also, I'm just gonna continue on. I don't want to spend any more time in Sense Fortress at all. What am I getting at? The show is shit, but it's interesting. Oh, that's what, yeah, what I was gonna say is since no one actually mentions any merit to the first 40 episodes, I think I'm just completely alone, except maybe that one friend, in thinking that it was actually interesting in, like, a shitty way. So, it makes me think that, like, it, you know, it probably doesn't get good later on. Like, I really doubt it. But it probably does get different, and that means, for me, it would probably just lose whatever little charm it had, is how I'm thinking about it. Okay, well, there we fucking go. Great. We were doing fairly well. This is that, yeah, this actually, yeah. Okay. How much is it to level up? Yeah, too much. We have a soul we could use technically, right? Right? No, we use that. It actually is almost a bad thing that we have these rings because now, I mean, we're just gonna waste them on Sen's Fortress. Is there anywhere else we want to go? Anywhere else? Catacombs? No. No, I mean, we basically did that. Oh. What was that? It sounded like the boulder out here. Okay. Catacombs, no. Oh, it... What is that? Anyway, yeah. Catacombs, no. Dark Root Basement, we did. Asylum? No. This is all we have. I really should not have equipped this stuff. What is that sound? Oh, yeah, isn't there a giant up there and he's the one who's actually like feeding in the boulders? Is that must be what it is. I think I saw that in some like behind the scenes or like lore video or something. Although it's not really much lore. I don't imagine they make a video just on that. But it was something like that, you know, one of those. Anyway, yeah, Steven Universe, I don't know. Basically, I was just gonna say that like it's bad as far as I can tell, and so like I don't know, I almost appreciate that at least it's a little different than the normal stuff. And, you know, at least they're trying something. But I don't think they tried hard enough. As far as I can tell, but I mean, I haven't given it a shot. Maybe I will at some point, but I really don't think it's for me. And it just does not seem good. And, yeah, I was going to say, it's not like so good as bad. Like, something like Troll 2. It's not like we were laughing the whole time. You know, there were some chuckles, but most of the time it was just like we were just sucked in. But like uncomfortably so. That's not even a good way to describe it. I think really the fact that it felt like a bad dream or something, like a very chilled out bad dream, is probably the best way I could describe it. Let's hope this guy just gets knocked off. He might. He's going so slow that no, somehow he made it past perfectly going that slow. Did he just fall off? Oh, there. Okay, that works. Although apparently he can climb up, so. We do need to be a little careful. Okay, good. I was a little on edge there. I'm always on edge in Sen's Fortress. It's kind of... I hate it. I mean, it's a nice enough level, I guess, but, like, I don't like going through it. Oh! I didn't actually mean to do that, but I guess we did set the thing to go down there, so that makes sense. If we're fast enough, do you think we could not have the boulders rolling down in this middle bit here? Probably we won't be able to be fast enough, but maybe. I'm not going to risk that, because then we'll just get stuck with this guy. I can see what's going to happen here. Although, some guy did just die. No, okay, yep. But we're good, we should be able to make it. Okay, yeah. It's not even that hard, I mean, you just have to get it. Anyway, yeah, I don't think it's my thing. Maybe I'll give it another shot at some point, because it was very strange. But what I'm saying is we don't have a lot of, there's not much as far as adult, not even adult, but just like good animation. Also, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Has anyone ever thought about that, the whole so bad it's good thing? Like, isn't it kind of like if it's good, it's good? I mean, okay. Oh, please. Okay. It's kind of like, depending on what you get out of movies, something like Troll 2 is just a good movie. And here's what I mean by that. Like, if you view movies as, like, art, and I mean, like, objective art, like, there are good and bad points that you can point out objectively about a movie, and, like, movies are either good or, like, there is no, it is not just pure taste. I mean, there's taste certainly, plays a part, but, like, if there are such a things as good and bad movies, it's like a thing of beauty, it's an art form, then, yeah, Troll 2 is a bad movie. It's just badly made. I mean, I don't think anyone would really argue about that. But a lot of people don't really view movies that way. That's how I view movies. But if you view movies as just simply entertainment, that's all you want out of them. You don't want some beautiful message or, you don't want a thing of beauty. You don't want to work art. You want entertainment. If that's the case, isn't Troll 2, like, if that's how I viewed movies, Troll 2 is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, it's entertaining. It's really entertaining. And I imagine, I haven't seen The Room, which I really should. But I imagine it would also be up there as just, for most people, if, like, why wouldn't that be just your favorite movie? You know, you got probably the most, that's one of the movies I've gotten probably the most entertainment out of than any movie, out of all the movies I've seen. Not the most, I mean, Black Source, okay, whatever. I'm sure there are some, like, actual good movies that I've been entertained by more, but it's pretty high up there, I'm sure. I don't have, like, a real list or anything. I don't necessarily review movies, although I did one. but I didn't even give it a score, so how am I supposed to, I'm not really comparing it to other stuff. Don't get shot by lightning? Am I really not going to get shot by lightning? Holy shit. Oh. Ooh, that was too close. That was very, very much too close. Let's just kick this guy off. Bye. But you know what I mean? Because some people say that. Some people actually say that that's all there is to movies. That it's just entertainment value. And I mean, if that's what you believe, okay, fine. I think it's wrong. I think it's, an art form that there are things that are objectively good and bad about it and stuff like that. But if you don't, whatever. It's no skin off my back. I can still enjoy movies. But someone will say that, but they probably still won't think of Troll 2 as their favorite movie. You know what I mean? Even if it is the most entertaining movie they've seen. Jeez, that is... Don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. There we go. Good. I'm always afraid I'll miss that, because I think I have missed it once. Alright. We made it here. We're very close to getting a level up. But not quite. You know what I mean, though? It's like you're telling me that the only thing that matters... That, movies are just for entertainment. But clearly you don't believe that entirely. Because Troll 2 isn't your favorite movie. Or whatever. Whatever example of a movie they've seen that they thought was the most entertaining thing they've ever seen, but, like, isn't their favorite movie. It's like, okay, clearly it's not just entertainment. It's like, what else is it? It's not just subjective taste. Clearly there's something. I don't know. That really gets me, too. It's just people who think there's no, like, objective beauty. There's no objective art. There's no good or bad movies or books or films. It's all just subjective. It's like, no, you fucking idiot. Like, no, it isn't. I mean, I don't want to just rebut them with insults. But it really does get exacerbating. Because it's like, the main thing is that they don't, I mean, okay, it's like they believe that, sure, like they tell themselves that it's all in the eye of the beholder. It's all subjective. It's all just taste. But they don't act like that. If someone has a favorite film, well, even just, let's say somebody loves the Beatles, right? They think it's, and they tell me, they come up to me in conversation, we're talking about music or something, and they say, my favorite band is the Beatles. They're probably one of the best bands ever made. Already they're saying something, this isn't a mimic, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Already they're saying something that's like universal. They're trying to make a universal claim that the Beatles are one of the best bands. They're probably one of the best bands. That's a universal statement. That's not saying that, in my opinion, they're a very good band. No, you're saying that they're one of the best. That's like an objective claim. So already you're sort of betraying your intentions here. But let's go past that, because that's just something you say in speech. That could just be a slip. Not even a slip. That's just how people talk. But so something like that. And then they and then say I say like, no, that's not true. They are not one of the best bands. And especially if I start giving like evidence towards it, and like I don't really have any particular thoughts on the Beatles. I've never really gotten into the Beatles or listened to a lot of the Beatles. But let's say I'm like, the Beatles, they tell me the Beatles are probably one of the best bands ever. And I tell them, no, they're not. Because their bass lines are simple. Their lyrics are empty and meaningless. Their songs are all made to just be cash-ins. That's why they're so popular. Just, X, Y, and Z. I don't know if any of these things are really true because, again, I haven't really listened to Beatles. But, you know what I mean? Say I'm given real, at least somewhat objective things that, like, is wrong with the Beatles, and that's why they're not one of the best bands ever. This person will not just say, well, I mean, that's, you don't like the Beatles, whatever. They won't just say whatever. They'll get mad, usually. Or they'll start an argument, or they'll try to convince me, like, or they'll just get, like, confused. They're like, what? You can't believe the Beatles aren't the best band ever? Or, you're dumb. The Beatles are the best. You're a fucking idiot. Or they'll be like, what do you, or, like the best case scenario is they go, you're crazy. The simple bass lines add to the aesthetic. The lyrics actually have a lot of deeper meaning that maybe you haven't noticed, that you haven't picked up on. They're popular because they're good, not because they've, they're not trying to appeal to the most amount of people. They're just good, or like X, Y, whatever. They give like real reasons. That's what I like. I mean, I want to come to a conclusion here. But what I'm saying is they never just say, in my experience, no one ever just says, whatever. When I claim that their favorite thing isn't good. They're invested in that. But the thing is, if they really believed that it was just subjective opinion, also, I like how we're doing this, well, not even acknowledging that we're fighting this guy. But, yeah, like, if they actually believed that it was just all subjective and there was no real good or bad, then why are they so invested in it? It's just their opinion. How could they ever expect to change my opinion if it's completely subjective, right? There's no reason to believe that the Beatles are good or bad if it's all subjective. There is literally no difference between the Beatles and, like, the sound of a garbage can screeching across the road. There's no difference. None at all if it's all subjective. Some people think the second one sounds better. What do you do? Who are you? It's like, no, but obviously that's ridiculous. And no one acts like they believe that. The whip is kind of cool. I like that I got that. Skull Lantern, I don't know about that one. I guess it'll come in handy later. But yeah, like, no one actually, they say this, but they don't act by it, because no one can act by it. People care about things. People care about their favorite band or their favorite movie, and they should care about it. They shouldn't have to tell people that, like, oh, it's just my opinion, whatever. Like, no, defend it. If it's good, defend it. And if you like it, and it turns out it's not good, you get some argument, you find out, someone convinces you that it's not good, that's a good thing too, because it means you have better taste now. Most of the time, people don't believe things are bad because they've been shown it's bad. I mean, like, most of the time, the way you find out something is bad is by comparing it to something that is better. So finding out that something is bad is a good thing because you found out about something better. And now you can more easily discern things that are going to be good. and stuff. It's like, ugh, I just don't get it. Like, just, it's just crazy to me that people can just really believe that there isn't objective beauty, there isn't objective movies, books, you know, they're not objectively good. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna grab these. Rubbish. Good, yeah. Where are you throwing this one, big boy? Okay. Ooh, Soul of a Hero. Yeah, I don't know. What's your opinion on the matter? What's your subjective opinion on the matter of facts and opinions? What do you think? Are movies objectively good? Subjectively good? Is everything the same? I don't think so. I think there's objective good and bad, but that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? No. Anyway, yeah, what were we talking about there? It's actually a good place to call it, I guess. I probably have more to say about this later. In fact, I could probably talk all fucking day about objective good and bad. Because I mean, it's near and dear to my heart. But we'll stop it there. We'll probably continue it next time, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.